Just to summarize this, in the last session, we had a discussion about the workforce analytics module, right? So we have seen how to activate your module and from scratch in your provisioning system, how we activated the module, and we have seen like the reporting module is accessible to us, and then we have seen the what kind of permissions that are associated with respect to the reporting module. And there are basically two different types of privileges. Like one is going to be from an administration side. I mean to say how a consultant is going to get the admin privileges, and the other is like how you are going to grant the privileges to the employees to view the reports, or if they are provided permissions to create reports, they will be able to create the reports. And then we have seen the reporting center where we can find all the standard reports and their associated properties and the difference between those things. That is what we have seen in the last session, guys. So coming to today's session, what we are going to see is like we haven't seen under the reporting itself, we haven't seen the ad hoc report builder, right? So we'll see like what kind of functionality it is going to provide us. At the same time, we'll see like what are the different types of ad hoc reports you'll be able to create in your success factor system. Let me log into the system. Someone even reset my password also.
Raghu, your screen is not clear, it's a little blurry.
Okay.
Your screen is very blurry.
Same thing with everyone, guys. Yeah, are you able to see it now properly, Moshin?
No, it's still very blurry. It's like looks like the pixels are splitting up or something.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm not doing anything with Moshin.
It's fine for me, Raghu.
Oh, okay.
Your voice is not audible.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah. My mic was like a little bit far away. 1 second. Is it fine now?
No, I'm still getting the blur screen.
I'm back to you.
I'm seeing it clear over here.
Okay. Login again. Motion, probably like you just log out and log in again, Motion. Sorry guys, someone reset my password itself. How to So with respect to the ad hoc reporting, how you are going to access your ad hoc report? So in order to access your ad hoc report, go to your home page, go to the reporting module. So once the reporting module, go ahead and select the analytics, select the analytics tab. And once you select the analytics tab, right, you see there is a called as ad hoc reports option available to you. So this is the place, just click on the ad hoc reports. And you see there is an option to create new report. And you see all the existing ad hoc reports in your organization which you are authorized to see, you are able to see all those things here. So there are two options: so upload report and create new report. Right? I'll talk about this upload report in a few seconds, a few minutes, guys. Now to create a new ad hoc report, you can see click on this new report, guys. So go to the analytics tab, and from there go to the ad hoc report sub tab, and then go to the create new report option. And you see there is a single domain and a cross domain report. And these things, what is the difference? Basic difference between your single domain and cross domain report is nothing but single domain is the report where you will be able to report on only one domain, guys. Whereas the cross domain is like you will be able to get data from two different domains. You can join the data from two different domains based on a unique field or the primary key and the secondary key of those domains. If you talk about the database level, right? That is how you will be able to get two domains data in the same report, guys. And what we are going to basically define is like we are going to define a report definition type. So the report definition type will constitute all the properties of your report, guys. What fields what domain you are interested to report on, what fields you are interested to display on the screen, and those things, who created those particular report, what are the filter options, all those things you will be able to see in the report type definition. That is what you are going to configure in the report type definition. And you can see these are the different domains. Domains are basically nothing but the categories of your modules, guys. The categories, you can see compensation related domains you can see here. At the same time, job information, employee profile, and your goals, performance, recruiting. Like that, you will be able to see all those things. And you can see security and proxy data as well. And so in order to create a single domain report, let me create a simple single domain report. Then you will be able to see like what are the different types, what is the configuration that we are going to see here. Select the single domain and select the domain on which domain you are interested to do the reporting. Let's say you want to do reporting on the employee profile. Select the employee profile domain and click on create, guys.
Raghu, good morning. Your voice is not very clear.
Oh, really? One second, guys. Let me pull it out. How about now, guys? Hello?
Yeah, it's okay now, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Now it's
better.
now it's
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Okay. Coming back to the creating a simple ad hoc report. You see, I just selected the single domain report and I selected the domain as employee profile, which means that basically I'm able to report based on the employee profiles, fields, or employee profile data. And so you can see these are the steps that you are going to do in the configuration, guys. Basically, you are going to define the name and all those things, and you are going to define the people like who. If at all you want to keep some filters, if at all you want to do reporting only on your team members, you will be able to do that in the people. Columns are nothing but what are the fields that you are interested to display on the screen. And configuration, we are not going to do anything with configuration, guys. As of now, there is no purpose with the configuration. And filters again, like what kind of filters that you want to use for your report. Let me create a report, then you will be able to see, like you will be able to easily understand that. Let's say and you can see here reporting priority is nothing but description. You can give anything, guys. It's up to you. Reporting priority is nothing but whenever you are going to schedule this report, what priority should be given to this particular report job. So whenever you schedule it, right, in the system, it is going to submit a job. So when it submits the job, right, you should determine or based on your business requirement, what kind of priority this job should get. So that is what you are going to define here, whether it should be a high priority, low priority, medium priority. It is up to you. You can go ahead and select anything, guys. And once this is done, go ahead and save this particular section, general info section, and go to people. You see, your criteria, basically you are telling that whether you want to report on team members or you want to report on a managers or you want to do a detailed reporting, which means that you are interested in pulling the data of your entire, what are the privileges that has been assigned to you. I talk about detailed reporting privileges, right? Your line of sight. So you are interested in retrieving data as per your line of sight configuration, and you can see there is an option to include inactive users as well. If you are interested in extracting the data of inactive users as well, go ahead and select this option, guys, include inactive users. Basically, you are defining the criteria, what data that you are interested to see on the report. Save this particular option as well. And once you save this, right, you can see columns. Columns are nothing but, it's simple, guys, what fields that you are interested to display on the screen. So that is what you are going to see. Select columns, and under employee information, you can see there are a lot of things. Let me grab few fields here. Email, country. Let's say these are the fields that I want to show on my screen. You can go ahead and select any field that you are interested, guys. And you can see if you want to sort by based on column, or if you want to group fields based on some fields, you can go ahead and do that. And if you want to display only distinct rows, yes, you can go ahead and do that. It's up to you. Just go ahead and save this particular option. And configuration, we are not going to anything to do with configuration, guys. Basically, there is, as of now, there is no functionality for that. And filters are nothing but you are defining your own filter, whether you are interested in reporting based on a specific division or based on any field criteria. So basically filters, you know, right? When you run your report, you see some filters available to you. You go ahead and select the filters, and so that the report output is going to be displayed as per the filter criteria you have provided. And it's the same thing here. Let's say you want to report based on country, and whose country is equal to let's say whose country is equal to USA. And if you want to add multiple conditions, yes, you can go ahead and add multiple conditions, and you can keep an AND or OR condition between those filter criteria, but it's up to you, guys. It's a simple thing. And let's say go ahead and select that. You can see country and click on done. And if you want to add more filters or more filter criteria, yes, you can go ahead and do that. And you can see there is an option to generate. This is the thing where you are going to generate the report output, guys.